All right, so you want to be successful in life? Well, today we're talking about ways that you can be successful and things that you have to do to ensure to have success in life and business. So if you want to know that, let's get to it. All right, so these are the things that I've done to kind of all throughout my life to ensure success. I was a high school varsity athlete, right? As I came in freshman year. Then I went on to swim at UC Santa Barbara. So I've been a collegiate athlete. I swim with Olympians and I have basically had a successful business for 20 plus years now. So I think I have the capability to do this video and tell you how to create success in your life and business. So the first thing that you want to do, number one, is to make a decision. You have to decide that you want whatever you want and you have to make a decision to be successful at it. Like, because if you don't make a decision, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be like lost like everybody else. So let's use my life as an example. When I was a swimmer, I realized I was actually really good. I was a soccer player and I didn't suck at soccer, but I'm pretty successful at everything I do. But I wasn't on the team. I didn't get on the team that I wanted. So then I tried swimming and right away my coaches kind of saw the potential in me. And so I went into year-round swimming, and then I had a choice because I'm so tall, I wanted to be a volleyball player. And the coach basically told me, like, you can't do year-round swimming and be on our team and do volleyball. It's just not going to work. So I made the decision to go all in on swimming. And I think it was a really good decision because I made my best friends and I was able to go to college, UC Santa Barbara, and swim. And there was just a multitude of things that I did throughout those years to have success and make amazing memories. So I made a decision to go all in and do it. Same thing with my photo business. Many of you know, I was trapped in a marriage. I was not happy and kind of stuck in Florida. And so I had a friend say, you should do something for yourself. And I thought to myself, what do I like doing? I like photography. So I dove all in on photography, started getting confidence and courage to leave my ex, and then went full force into photography. And here I am now, a very successful bar and bat mitzvah photographer in the San Francisco Bay Area, which I might add is pretty competitive. So I'm very proud of myself. Knock on wood, dust off my shoulder there. So you got to make a decision. Okay. That's your first step, is you have to make a decision and you got to kind of go all in, or you're just going to be kind of like, pardon my French, half-assing everything, half pregnant, half, whatever you want to say. You got to kind of make a decision to really go for it. All right. Number two is you have to set clear goals. You got to kind of decide where you want to go, or else you're going to be again lost. And even though you make a decision, you got to set goals. Okay. And we've talked about the goals and how to do them, but let's use me as an example so you can kind of relate it to your life. When I was a swimmer, I was like, I want to be an Olympian. I didn't realize how hard it was. Okay. Now, shout out to the swimmers I swam with in my group, Derek Guffey and Sarah Anderson. They were actually Olympic trials swimmers and they kicked some serious ASS. Like, they were amazing. And then when I swam in college, I swam with Jason Lezak, who, I don't know, I'm dating myself, but Jason Lezak he swam with Michael Phelps. So if you know Michael Phelps, he was on the relay team. So you have to set goals. I set a goal. I wanted to do, whatever I wanted to do, try and get to the Olympics. Now, it was a far-fetched goal, which what we talk about in C-type goals is you have to take the jump to do the C-type, the big dream goal, and see it, repeat it over and over and over again. So when I did that for my swimming career, I had, swimming back in the day, swimming magazines like all over my walls. I ate it, breathed it, and slept it. Swimming. That's all I did. So therefore, what ended up happening, I didn't get to the Olympics, but you know what? I freaking went to UC Santa Barbara and I was a starter on the team. Now, there are only 2 people that get positions to travel, and I was one of those positions. So swam with Olympians in high school and swam with Olympians in college. So I set the goal, made the decision of what I wanted, and went after it. And I was able to achieve a lot of success. And I basically had an amazing high school and college experience because of sports. Now let's go to my photography business. Same thing, set the goal of making money in photography in San Francisco Bay Area. Left my ex-husband, came here and started a business, like no experience in business. I had always done real estate, commercial real estate, and investing in real estate and stuff like that. So I had zero experience in photography and having a business. So I dove all in. I set the goal of making an income and making it happen, and this being my career. And here we are. Okay. I can be honest with you. I just wanted to make money in the beginning and enjoy my work and love what I do. And I legit think I have 1,000,000% achieved that. So I never had the goal to like be some amazing Annie Leibovitz or whatever. I don't know the top photographers anymore. She was like my idol back in the day, but I never set that goal like that high. I just wanted to make a career out of it, which actually was a pretty big goal looking back. So you have to set a goal and start moving towards it in that direction of whatever the goal is. All right. Number 3 is continuous learning. You have to be a learner. Leaders are learners and learners are leaders. Or should be leaders. So you got to continuously learn about your craft, whatever it is. So let's go back to my, swimming career. Of course I learned. I had coaches. Coaches are so important because they can see the places where you are struggling or weak and you can strengthen them. Okay. So continuous learning via coaches, via classes, learning, growing. With swimming, I had to see how my competitors were and what they were doing and how to be better. Same thing with college, just growing and learning and always becoming a better version of what you used to be, right? So same thing with photography. Like I remember I sat in my room in this house, like we got the house like 2004, when I moved back, and I would sit in my office for hours and hours on end, taking classes, learning how to edit, learning how to light. I was watching DVDs on lighting. It's so crazy. And then I would do seminars and retreats where I would learn how to take photos of people, how to compose, how to light outside and inside and all the things. Okay. So you have to be constantly learning. All right. Number 4 is you have to work hard, but you have to work smart, right? So what does this mean? Well, for swimming, it meant getting into the year-round program and swimming with the best of the best and having the best coach in the area. That's what it meant. For photography, it was basically learning and networking with the right people, deciding my niche, and networking and growing relationships specifically in the direction of where I wanted to go. So you have to work hard, right? I had to physically work hard, really hard in swimming, but it was also in that relation with like the other swimmers that I elevated myself, because I swam with some really fast swimmers. It was like pretty amazing. So with photography, it's like working smart is just really dialing in and knowing your craft and then networking with the right people, getting in front of the right places. And so they know who you are and your niche, not doing everything for everyone. Like you have to start there and you have to learn and grow from it, but you really have to hone in and dial and work smarter and more strategic than kind of spinning your wheels and trying to please everyone and be a portrait photographer, a product photographer, I don't know, sports photographer. Sure, start there photographing, maybe like learning about portraits and whatnot. When I first started, I didn't know anything and I was doing these boudoir shoots that are horrible and I don't like them. I photographed everything from size 0 to 30 and I learned how, even though that was like hard and awful, I learned body positioning and how to make a body look better and how to compose a shot better with a size 0 to a size 30, because let's be honest, a size 0 is like, it's too skinny, so it's not going to look great. And a size 30 is just a bigger body. It's just 30 sizes up. And so you have to figure out how to position people. And so all the things you're going to learn from, you're going to fail and you're going to learn, but work smarter and work hard. Be prepared to work hard, but work smart. And also with the working smart, I'm going to mention the fact that tapping into God and the universe, whatever you believe, the higher power that you believe in. I personally believe in God. Tapping in and connecting with that power source is going to help you go eons faster. So really learning the things that I teach in this channel of like meditation and getting on the right vibration and connecting with source and like partnering with them is going to help you grow even faster. Okay. So number 4, be prepared to work hard, but work smart. All right. Number 5, this is a really big one, is get around people that are where you want to be. So when I was a swimmer, I was at year-round swimming. I was in the best program in the area and I swam with Olympians. That's where you want to be. Okay. If you want to be a good swimmer, if you want to be a good athlete, you want to swim with the best of the best. However you can get there, you got to qualify and you got to be able to do it. And then you got to work and, grow and learn. Okay. So in business, get around people where you want to be. So what did I do when I would network in my business, my photo business? Because I always networked. I loved it. Some people hate that, and that's fine. Maybe you have to do social media. I don't know. I did networking. So I built relationships strategically with people where I wanted to be. So when I would go, I would see all the photographers, and I am not a lack-minded. I really try not to be. I'm not perfect, but I'm not a lack-minded photographer. I am abundant. And I was friends with all the photographers because I knew I couldn't do all the events myself. I needed help, and I needed people to refer to. And I knew that by doing that, you build camaraderie, you learn from each other, and you could grow and become better and better and better. So I networked with other photographers, but I did not network with the photographers that were below me. I was not trying to learn or associate with people that were below me. I'll always think above and beyond, above and beyond, above and beyond. I know some of the best photographers in the area. They are the older dogs. Because I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But the people that I know are phenomenal. They're high ticket photographers. They're better than I am. And so I would rub elbows with them. Like my dad used to always tell me, he wanted me to rub elbows with straight A students. So I would get straight A's because who you hang around, you become. So get around the people that where you want to be so you can emulate them, mimic them, and be like them. Okay. Number 6, surround yourself with the right people, i.e., I'm a huge believer of getting a coach. Okay. So with other photographers, it was great because I was able to learn and grow from them. But sometimes you want to excel beyond them, or maybe they're not in your niche, right? Like for Bar and Bat Mitzvahs, I'm pretty much like, I'm not the top, but there's a couple, above me. And I've actually been kind of thinking to reach out to the top one. I know exactly who the top photographer is. And I'm like, just kind of thinking about maybe I should do it, but I haven't made the decision yet because I don't know if I want his clientele. So I'm really happy with my clientele, but get around people that are the right people for you. A coach can help you accelerate your advancement exponentially. So they can see things that you can't see. Like I had a year-round coach, my coach, Rich Thornton, who God bless, rest in peace. He just passed away last year. Super hard. He was an amazing, amazing person, very tough coach. And he helped me realize a lot about myself. It was like such formative years for me. And so having that coach or those people that can support you, even networking groups to help you grow, is going to help you accelerate to places where you never thought you could go. All right. Number 7 is that you must be resilient and persistent. If you are not resilient and persistent, you're not going to have success. I mean, maybe you'll have a little bit of success, but that's not going to last, right? So you have to be resilient. You have to be able to take the hits and get up and know that every fail is just, it's a stepping stone to move yourself forward. When you have the setback, it's setting you up for the setup. Okay. So it just means that you're like taking a step back to propel forward. So being resilient and persisting and getting through all the hard times is you're just not gonna not be successful. You'll be successful. Like Bob Proctor always says, hold it in your head until you can hold it in your hands, because everything in life is first made in here and then it's created in the external world. So get out there, visualize it, see it in your head until you can hold it in your hand. I saw all these things. Like for my swimming career, I saw myself. I was a freshman in PE. I was the teacher of the swimming class. Like, come on, that's kind of crazy. I don't even know how. I was just gifted at swimming. I don't know. And I saw myself, I wanted to be an Olympian, but I didn't realize how hard it was. It's like basically being J-Lo. Like it's not normal. It's very, very difficult. There's a lot of fast swimmers out there, and there's probably even more now. But like you have to see it in your head until you can actually hold it in your hand. And I'm telling you, on UC Santa Barbara, it's a good swim team. It's not like, Stanford, but it's a pretty darn good swim team. And I was like one of 2 that was on the travel team. And so I made it, and I had so much fun, and I had an amazing college experience, and I traveled for the team, and and the same thing with photography. I have to pinch myself sometimes because I sit in these services where I'm like, I really enjoy the Bar and Bat Mitzvah service. Call me a nerd. I grew up Catholic. I never really liked I like Catholicism. I loved the sermon where they teach you stuff, and I literally pinch myself almost every Saturday when I'm sitting in a service connecting to the source, God, the universe, whatever you believe, and I'm getting paid to do it, like $600 an hour. It's amazing. So I feel really blessed, and you just have to be resilient and persistent, because I wasn't making money in the very beginning of my career at all. You know what I mean? I made like 10 grand my first year. And then, I doubled it and doubled it and doubled it, but it's like I wasn't killing it. and even still, I'm not killing it. I want to make like so much more, which is why I am, have this YouTube channel and I'm working on my coaching business because I want to do more. I still love photography. I'm never going to stop it, but I just can't be photographing when I'm 80. So it's a long-term plan. So you must be resilient and persistent in order to have success, and you must see it in your head until you can hold it in your hand. All right, number 8, you must take care of yourself. You must be healthy, you must work out and be strong and eat well, and not only in body, mind, and soul, you've got to just take care of yourself. And part of like success, I truly think, is just doing what you love, following your heart, and taking the necessary steps to be doing those things that God gave you the gifts to do. Okay. I really believe he blessed me with skills for relationship building and photography and connection. And I'm doing all of those things in my businesses. So especially photography and coaching. So I think I come from that standpoint and operate in that light of God gave me gifts and I am working every day to be better and to do the things that he has gifted me with. And I just take care of myself. I don't do drugs. I don't really drink that much. I used to drink a lot, like party girl, whatever, but I don't really do that stuff anymore. It's probably a different phase of my life. But I think when you drink a lot, you end up like just not being all there physically. So it's something to consider and just take care of yourself and make that a point, and you will be the best you can be. All right, so those are my steps to the best way of being successful in life and business. If you got value, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the videos popping up. And if you want to take your business to 6 figures and beyond, reach out, comment down below, and we could set up a call to have a conversation on how I can help you and get you rolling in your business and having the success that you want to have. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.